So I'm just going to record you a quick tutorial on how to change some of your Wi-Fi settings on your computer to get a better connection, potentially increase speeds, lower ping, etc. So yeah, if you want to learn more, stick around to find out. First things first, we are going to open our control panel. Okay, so now that we got our control panel open, we're going to go to Network and Sharing, over to the adapter, and close that one back there. And we're going to go here. Got to click Properties, and we're going to click Configure. So a couple things. First things first, power management, turn that off. Definitely don't want your computer turning this off on you. It's gonna be your biggest issue right there. But as long as that's done and dealt with, you come over to this panel, the advanced. So you got a bunch of options here. I've went and done research on each and one of these individually, and I've picked what's best for me. It may be different for you, but let's go through them one by one. Also, keep in mind, you may have more than what's visible here, and you may be missing some of the things here. So if that's the case, I would highly encourage you to look those things up if you have things that I don't. If you're missing things that you see here on my screen, I wouldn't worry too much about it. So 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So this is probably one of the bigger ones. The 5 gigahertz band is always going to be faster than 2.4, but 2.4 can reach a little further. Therefore, I find a lot of people, even though they're connected to like a shared 5.0/2.4 network, it's best to separate them into a 2.4 band and a 5 gigahertz band. That way you can pick which one you want. If you're in a situation like me where you can't necessarily change the band that you're on, then what you can do is disable the 2.4 band, which is what I've done, and you keep the 5 gigahertz band at the best option you have available. I have Wi-Fi 6, so that's why I've got, all of these. As far as the next option is concerned, I usually set it to 1. The adaptivity enabled. The HLD diff you want to set to 9. There's 7 and 9. I have the higher number selected. This you want to set to auto, but basically these all do different things. The default's usually either this one or this one, ED, or I think that's EB. But anyways, I have just mine set to auto. I let the adapter do its own thing. QoS support, you want that enabled. The roaming sensitivity, if you're on a desktop, I'd recommend disabling this, but if you're on a laptop, you could try this on. And the 2.4 here at the bottom, you want enabled. And that's basically it, guys. But if you want to go a step further than that, I've made this little script here, which, I'll put the code in the description if you guys want to give it a test. So essentially all this does is it makes a log, checks your ping, makes sure you're connected. It checks your default gateway as well, making sure that you actually have a connection to your own Wi-Fi. You may need to change this number. You could do that by just going in the command prompt and typing CMD, go in the search bar, type CMD, get the command prompt ipconfig/all, which I've put here as well. And then it will give you your default gateway, which you can replace that number with, which is right here. So anyways, yeah, you can run that, which I'll go ahead and do now. It's just a batch file. And yeah, it'll go through, it will do that. and then God forbid the connection does drop, then it will let you know. And it will keep trying. And then once that's all done, it will save to a log. And it will let you know what's up. That way you can go back later and look what time it happened at, how long, etc. I didn't let it run long enough to try more tests, but anyway guys, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.